Heath has a prolific Hilda and could be used to bother Benny Cutie's. Bother Lord Hades' Ling. Oh, but yeah, we talked about this, Reptar. The existence of Phoveus makes Hilda's life a living nightmare because her speed up counts as a dash.
Yeah, if Omega lock in that Hilda, you're going to be getting that Phoveus a lot of stacks. And look at that. Coach, why not? Giving a lot of instructions right now to Omega of how they're going to be playing this game, how they're going to be rotating.
I love how why not so hands-on.
Yeah, just like, this is what you do. And
this is what you do. Put it in here.
Yeah, put it in here. Put it in here. They're gonna give it all. I'm pretty sure Coach Why Not is giving them some words of encouragement. Let's see what the last pick here for is gonna be for Omega.
It's a Heath hero for sure.
Yeah, Rafaela. I see it's what's gonna be happening here.
Fight for the ultimate.
Hilda.
Hilda.
No, or Sylvana.
Or Sylvana. Yeah. Hilda. Oh man.
There it is. We called it, and again, it seemed like a good choice. It was picked up here to bother the purple buff, and that's a straight key to stopping a Ling. Reptar, your thoughts?
Okay. Yes, the interaction with Phoveus' ability there, Demonic Force is going to be there. Use the movement speed, you're going to activate a Demonic Force proc. But the potential for a Hilda to just annoy the heck out of this Eve. Similar as to how the play here for JP on the Grok would be to annoy the heck out of this Granger and stop him from farming. So it was too good to not go for. I get why Omega did it. Ultimately, the potential reward of being able to cancel out the Ling from getting the buffs is much higher compared to the risk of proccing Phoveus' Demonic Force.
That's true. That's true. So we'll see if Kilowash's Phoveus is as effective as the first time we saw it, or will it just be a flash in the pan because Omega now has a better plan. I almost got those two words mixed up, but going into the Land of Dawn for the very last time tonight, this is the final game in this best of 5. A slobber knocker between Omega Esports and Aura Philippines. Looking at the laning, Reptar, nothing too crazy here. Toshi versus Benny Cutie. Ooh, interesting lineup up top. Interesting matchup, that is. But yeah, as expected, it is going to be Heath giving Lord Hades a living hell.
Yeah, and that's information knowing that Lord Hades is now on the orange side. And look at that. Heath is just going for it, man. He's going to disrupt. Now, JP tried to disrupt as well, but now he knows that he needs to take care of the Ling. So he's going to be forced to play a little bit more defensively compared to how we saw him play the Grok earlier.
Yep, and again, JP on the Grok this time around. It's interesting. Again, in the best of 5, you kind of have ways to reset your mind, or to reset experiences. And yeah, they did lose that game. He did play Grok. It was that 45-minute bout. But yeah, this time around, I think this is a different approach.
And now, see if Heath could somehow get a miraculous smack on that orange buff. He won't be able to, but he's doing what he needs to do on that Hilda. Now, Benny QT having a bit of a hard time here. I think Hajizi was able to show up there and give Lunox a bit of a few hits. So that's a level 2. Now just turning level 3. Bit of a level advantage here by Toshi. If you look at the XP progression, he's about to hit level 4.
Yep, and we mentioned this. This is the lineup that we were hoping to see in Game 4, but they said they showed us something else. We said, give Hajizi the Granger. And that's what he's getting at now. It's a little proactive. He's dealing some damage, but in comes Lord Hades from the back lines. Oh, Hajizi runs into a wall. Kilowash causes first blood. Kenji just splitting away. Oh, that's funny. It's a glue with like one dude on it. Wow, where did the burst come from?
Oh man, actually I'm having a hard time telling myself because Curtizi wasn't there. I think it was a combination of just all the damage just showing up for them at that time. And yeah, unfortunate that the Cyclone Eye for Hajizi didn't take him across the wall. It could have saved his life there. It could have gotten away, but yet again, thinking about it, since the Cyclone Eye dash counts as a proc for Phoveus' ultimate, even if he got the dash away, he still would have been in the range of the Demonic Force. So yeah, he bumped into a wall, but I feel like even if he didn't, he still would have gotten smacked by the Phoveus at the end.
Yeah, but here's another assassination up top. Tempest of Blades, enough to put in a period to the gold lane run of one Toshi. About 1,000 gold ahead. Aura Philippines is already... Oh no, Omega might have just run out of steam here. I don't want to say it too soon, but Reptar, that seems to be the case so far.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Already a clock of destiny picked up there by Kilowash's Phoveus. This turtle is going to get reset, but a fight has broken out.
JP, oh, looking low. Oh, one more. One more. Oh, and he comes in. He gets hit. And that's currently one out of Omega. Their tank has fallen. Oh no, Curtizi blasts Kilowash with that umbrella. Ella. And now, Turtle going over to the side of Omega Esports here. But wait, unless Lord Hades has something to say about it. Tempest of Blades onto one, but he's going to bite onto him. Power of Wildness could hurt at this point. Could be. One more.
Oh, we're able to jump on right out of that parkour, says Lord Hades, and the wall is going to stop Heath from getting away.
Wow, Finch poised onto the long wall too.
Yeah.
Mechanical presence, a mental presence and mechanical skill on showcase here for Lord Hades. Could have gone 1-1-1-2 now.
Yeah, Aura PH, this game is not going to how they wanted to go. Yes, they were able to apply a bit of pressure onto Toshi, but he's been able to deplete the energy shielding turret already because of the aura rotation. They thought, and it looked like they were going to win that fight, but it was a great response there by Omega. Now Hajizi is going to scale well going into the mid part of our game along with Curtizi as well, so then Omega don't have to worry so much about the damage. They also have good sustain with that Esmeralda being able to get more items. Already has an enchanted talisman. He's gonna be happy with that. Again, the big X factor here for Aura is how well is that Phoveus gonna do come the latter portion of our game here against this lineup of Omega, and how is Kilowatt gonna build it? He already has that Clock of Destiny, but it looks like he's already going for a defensive item right away, already looking to build the Oracle.
Yep. And another question is, where is Omega again finding this farm? They're ahead by 500 gold.
Yeah, it's how they're rotating a map. Again, it's how Toshi was able to get a lot of hits on that energy shield turret up top.
Yep, you answered half of it, apparently. Yeah. That's all there it was. And again, if Aura do not bite down onto Toshi more, then they might have a problem in the mid to the late game. But this matchup down bottom, I give this a wash. Like, I think Kenji is happy to fight Kilowatt there. And now they force out an Order of Brilliance away from Benny Cutie. Lord Hades forced to Finch poise. His energy is slowly regenerating. And yeah, nice push here by Omega. And they're cornering JP, but I think JP's fine.
Yeah, you've been able to destroy the top tower here. Omega has advantage in this turtle pit. That's gonna delay the farm of this Lunox, something that Omega needed to do. But that is still going to be a threat going to the mid to the late game. We saw it become a threat earlier in the Work versus NXP match. So now Omega, let's see how they're gonna handle that. So far, so good.
Yeah, Curtizi had a quarter of his health. But look at down bottom. Oh my god. That's Kenji just wailing away at that tier 1 turret while Omega and Aura contest this turtle. Heat from the back lines. Yeah, this is going to be an Aura turtle. And it's Benecutie who secures it. Hajizi with the Death Sonata trying to find that miracle steal.
Yeah, they played it safely in terms of trying to take that turtle away. Actually, the Retribution was on cooldown there for Lord Hades, which is why Benecutie was the one who got it. But here comes Kenji.
Kenji, split. Looking for one. Deals damage onto these waves as well. And again, just the discipline from these two teams. It just kind of dictates that no free kills are going to come from either side.
2 towers already taken down here by by Omega. Now Aura are in the back foot here. Again, the lead of Omega is not that large, but if they're not careful, if they give up a play here to Omega are going to be able to run with it and push down another tower.
Toshi going to come back to his gold lane here. Going to keep up the pressure. That's 2 towers to none. Omega just owns the map at this point, and that's interesting to be said against a team that has a Ling. Alright, now Kenji goes for the split, healing up a bit as he goes. Just a percentage of his HP per second, and he's just good as new.
Oracle now completed by Kilowatt. He's going to be more of a sustained presence and an annoying presence for Omega to deal with, because he'll be able to get more shields with the use of the Demonic Force. Omega are on the run. Aura will not be able to chase him down and make a play. They're going to have to make a play here for a tower eventually. But with how Omega are rotating and the pressure they have around the map, they're not giving a lot of room for Aura to breathe.
Heath has been so good at spacing out the rest of Aura PH.
Yeah, dude.
He's just in your face all the time, and he essentially demands respect. He's forcing answers, forcing out ults, forcing out Vengeance Flames from Greed. Even maybe JP would be tempted to go for the wild charge every few seconds that Heath is so close to him. This is impressive, and again, Kenji now has split, grab again. So he could cut into the back line again and give Aura PH a run for his money.
That's a 4-2 Esmeralda on the hands of Toshi. And the times that we saw Toshi lose on that Esmeralda pick, as Phoveus gets taken out there.
Whoa! Looking for a turnaround here. Curtisi, a failed assassination by Lord Hades, and they're gonna go for a comeback. Greed gets blasted by Hajizi. Kenji goes for the grab onto JP. Get off me, says Grok, and Kenji obliges. Wow, 3-2 for none, I believe.
Omega still on the lead, and going back to the point I was trying to make earlier with Toshi, the times Toshi lost on that Esmeralda was because he was ganked over and over again in the early game. 2 quick early ganks, 3, 4 quick early ganks. Or were able to dish him 1, but because earlier, again, the rotation they made where Toshi was just able to get a lot of hits on the top tower was costly for them. Now Toshi is past that point of him having to worry about catching up to the farm. He's been able to farm up well, so now this Esmeralda is a big threat for Aura to deal with.
Oh, here we go. Another skirmish happening in the purple side of Aura's jungle, and nice jump here. That's going to be the grab, displacing members of of Aura. And right now, Kilowatt is in trouble. Wow, the Phoveus who willfully put himself there in the face of danger with the demonic force.
Oh man,
is just gonna get destroyed. And even Greed, who just did his best with the searing torrents, could not push back on Omega that's now currently unstoppable. But wait, wild charge in by JP plus Benny Curie's Order of Brilliance almost scared away Omega, but they are going to continue their siege.
This is a massive lead. 4 towers broken now by Omega. Make that 5. The Lord on their hands. Hades is going to fall down here.
Toshi and the combination of Heat's early power of wildness gets a few stacks on that ult. And almost Hajizi, almost, but not quite.
Almost. Omega. Oh my gosh, they are on the way to an upset victory, potentially over Aura PH, Leo.
Yep, they have gone through hell and back, and if playing a 45-minute game is not that, I don't know what is. And they have just shown so much growth in this game, and so far, yes, you're right, they are threatening the finish here, but just the same. Aura PH is so good at punishing overextension, and they take out Kenji here so quickly, and wow, mid lane still stands, but I did not see how fastly Hajizi made work of the bottom lane. Look at that.
Yeah, really fast. Don't worry, man, that wasn't as bad as Wayne's, but here comes Kilowatt again going.
He worked that Wayne.
Yeah, he worked that Wayne really hard. And Omega still in the lead. 7 towers to none. Aura haven't broken down anything. They're forced to play incredibly defensive here. And again, it was the tempo set by Heath's Hilda, yes. Heathilda. Early on, look at that. Curtisi just got to basic attack the.
Just what that turret needed, like a
yeah. Just a quick whisper.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the point here is yes, it all started with Heath being in Lord Hades' face at minute 1.
And it was that fight for a turtle that Omega were able to turn around. Is the moment this game completely turned around, favoring them. Lord hasn't spawned yet, but Omega have their eyes set on breaking down that top tower already so that they have an even bigger advantage for that next Lord.
Yep, and looking at where exactly Omega can find more offensive entries, I'm guessing their number 1 priority would be to take down the top tier turret first. Make sure that the base of Aura PH is exposed so that, yeah, eventually when this Luminous Lord comes out, it's a much cleaner go.
Yeah. Omega, I set on that top tower. They might be able to get something here.
Wow, Kenji, just like his Uranus, able to bother 2 heroes with no problems. And again, he has the panic button. He has the split. And now Kilowatt pops the demonic force. So early, not just yet. He's threatening it. And look, Kenji's so low. Going for the split. He's healing. He's so low. And from the back line, there's a demonic force. Finally, he's going for the swap. Oh, he's hopping between people. Is there enough damage here? The answer seems to be yes, because look at the health. But no, Toshi puts an end to this.
Oh, Jesus out.
That is the Benny Cutie DD play. He takes down 2.
3 down.
3.
Could this be a maniac on the way?
Lord Hades.
Shut down.
Lord Hades. Toshi, he goes down. 4 down, 4 for 2. It's just Kenji left.
Wow, the turnaround by Aura and the Phoveus pick by Kilowash opened that opportunity for Aura. How he was able to split up Omega, going straight into the back line, chasing after Curtisi, turned the attention of Omega into 2 different fights. They couldn't help out Kenji or Heath as much, who were already deep into the purple buff of Aura PH to contest, to disrupt them. But Omega, they couldn't follow up because of Kilowash.
Oh, here we go. Can they go for the contest? OMG!
Oh, secured!
It's a secure here by Lord Hades, but the fight still continues. They blow up JP. The tank on the side of Aura PH is no more. He just misses Lord Hades by a second, and this is an easy defense by Omega on this Luminous Lord.
Omega still at this, but Aura have closed the gap considerably. This could be anyone's game now at this point.
Still.
Yes, Omega has a massive tower lead, but Aura has shown the capability for one big turnaround play. Omega have to be careful.
Ooh, and as we say that, Lord Hades so sneakily stole the orange away from Hajizi like a thief in the night.
Yep, that's going to be a Granger just stuck with a purple buff there. I mean, Granger's more of a cooldown-based marksman anyway, but it's going to hurt not having the extra benefits of that orange buff.
He still needs that, but yeah, looking at our win rate percentage, still the odds tick over to the side of OMG. And again, it's just a matter of OMG filling up a couple checklists. Aura, still a multi-step plan.
Yeah. 2K gold lead now here for Omega. Already one tower broken down there by Aura PH. So, again, it's going to get to the point where both teams are just going to look for one big opening here. That's all that they're going to find for you. One misstep. If Hades gets taken out early, Omega will apply the pressure and just go on non-stop. Yep. Oh, Hades has to be careful.
Oh, Kenji goes for the hop on through. He still has... All teams have their ults, by the way. And a... preemptive pause. It would have been more unfortunate if this pause came in right at the middle of
for Aura PH. If Omega retreat way too close to Hajizi, Kilowash is just going to punish and chase after that Granger hard, and there's going to be enough room for Aura to push through, push forward, and then take the fight to Omega, and Omega will be caught in a bad position.
Yeah, Raptor, can you imagine how counterintuitive that is? Tanks or you know, frontliners do not dash their marksman when he needs your help. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hard to peel for them.
That's the Phoveus effect.
Yeah, and now it's Aura doing what Omega does with their lane picks. Split push, open up the map. Little by little, Aura are getting a little bit more control here. Ice Queen 1 picked up by Greed. That's slow. Could be big here in terms of stopping Heath, Kenji, and specifically Toshi from disrupting Aura PH.
You know what, Reptar? That just feels miserable. Like, I can't even dash, and you're gonna make my walking slower? Like, alright, Aura PH, whatever, man. Whatever you want. And as we say that, this gold lead just ever so slightly shrinks, grows. Now it's at about, what, 1,500, maybe less.
Yeah. Hades dancing around there, but Omega still have lane equilibrium on their side for the mid and the bottom lane.
Yep.
Top lane is what they have to watch out for here, but that's why Heath is positioning that way, to watch out for potential split pushes by Hades going up top. Hades picked up the Malefic Roar here, so now Omega has to be even more careful for those split pushes. He'll be much faster with taking down those turrets.
Yep, it's a clear tell. Essentially, Aura PH, they're not even keeping this close to their chest. They're saying, you know what? This is what we want to do. We plan on splitting up the map. Now what's your answer, Omega? And just like that, Omega says, yeah, we're going to manage the waves and still try to push top. Like, that seems to be still plan A.
Full item build up here already for Esmeralda, for Toshi. Very happy. Already has the brute force breastplate that last lock in, but also built a lot of magic damage. Got that Calamity Reaper, Enchanted Talisman, Feather of Heaven, and the Holy Crystal.
Ooh.
So Toshi is in a very, very happy spot here, and I get now very much so why Greed built that Ice Queen wand.
Wants to keep Toshi away.
Yeah, like,
but you
no.
know who is not in a good spot, who is a sad boy right now? Lord Hades. He does not have a purple buff.
Oh.
Yeah, Curtis stole it, you can see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to be a tough contestant for the Lord if Omega decide to go for it.
Well, luckily in this patch, you know, buffs last less. So there's just more time for Aura-PH to time it out. But just the same, they spent a few ults on the side of Omega here. No split, no Death Sonata. But for how much longer? Aura-PH, they have their timers on point here, and Lord Hades can just jump in at any time. And he stole Omega's purple. Look, he has a purple of his own.
Oh, Omega has to be careful with this. They might get caught off guard here because of the positioning of Hades and BennyQt. That's a high potential for a turnaround play.
Yep, there you go. Kilowash already clicking in the demonic force. He's hopping in and out, back and forth, and in comes Lord Hades as well. Hajizi again, gonna be the victim of a backline assassination. JP traded out for 1. Actually, that's 2 for 1. Make that a 2 for 2. It's violence across the board here. Curtis and Hajizi traded out for BennyQt and Kilowash. Could have sworn JP was gonna go down there, but just the same, it's a wash here, Reptar. Hajizi and Curtizi. Actually, you know what? I give the winner to Aura.
Yeah, the positioning again of Hades and BennyQt in that lower middle shrub was what gave the edge to Aura there. That's why Kilowash was more than happy to, okay, I am most likely going to go down here, but at least I'm buying time and setting them up. Omega were just there all together, 4 of them. Curtizi was a little bit behind, but then the moment Curtizi, you saw him take a step forward with the Kagura, try to make a move. Already BennyQt and then Hades popped in and was like, oh no. And then he got bursted down, Hajizi got bursted down. So Omega have to watch out for moments like that. Again, you're up against a Ling and a BennyQt, Ruby DD, Blue Nox. The potential for that is high. He's 6-2 and 2.
BennyQt DD.
Yeah.
He's done it like what, twice in this game already? Cost him his life the second time, but just the same, it's worth it. And look at this, Lord Hades splitting up the map.
Toshi's going for the Lord.
Let's see.
They're not going to reset this.
JP and Kilowash,
Omega going for it.
Go for it. Can there be a steal? Demonic Force already put in by Kilowash.
Oh!
Greed steals the Lord. Hajizi is in trouble. There's a Demonic Force. Kilowash is everywhere at any given point. And Hajizi is going to go down here. Immortality pop. The backline is another fight altogether. And just like the Hajizi fires back, Kilowash could not put any more damage onto the marksman. And down goes Kilowash. Toshi goes for the punish. And Reptar, I think Aura has reclaimed a part of the map and they've won in the long run. They do lose Kilowash in the process, but they have a Lord on bottom.
Greed saved the day with that Lord steal. Oh man, oh my gosh. Omega are gonna have to claw their way out of this bad spot now that Aura has a lot of good going for them to get even more pressure on the map.
What a turnaround. I think this is Aura just making more of their small victories, converting them into bigger objectives on the map. That's led us to this point right here. And look at this, Reptar. Aura's ahead now. I mean, we're past TikTok timers, but this is Aura and Omega. That's expected. But Aura's now up 3,000 gold.
No towers left for Aura, but just all heart right now.
No turrets, all heart.
No turrets, all heart. Greed again able to steal away that Lord. I don't try to look back and how Hajizi missed the retribution of that Lord. It could have been because of a Lord knockup. It could have been because Kilowash was just there to disrupt. Maybe the time where Hajizi was about to retreat away, he was knocked back by a Searing Torrent by Greed, and that's how Greed was able to steal it away. A lot of possibilities here, but you cannot deny the fact that what has happened is that Aura are in much better control and have a great chance of winning this game number 5 to advance into the upper bracket.
One more game away from confirming their slot in MSC 2021, but let's not call it quite just yet. There is something that I must commend here for the side of Aura Philippines, Reptar. in that split moment. Maybe the past couple of minutes, they've reclaimed a majority of the map. Look, it's blue.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's a solid amount of blue here as compared to earlier where Omega just pressured all the waves.
And up against the Ling, this is not the position where Omega wants to find themselves in, because it's going to be hard for them to cover the map and then split the map. They're going to be looking for opportunities to win a major fight.
You're right. It's not like they have a Chang'e or a Farsa here.
Nope.
They have to clear the waves the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. They have the lane hold. They have the lane sustain. But then what you're going to do is then you're going to turn that into a 4v4, which will eventually turn it into a 5 versus 4 in favor for Aura, because the Ling will be able to rotate so much faster. Oh, look at the damage from Toshi though. Hades needs to watch out for that Esme.
It's itchy.
Yeah, that was from
abrasive.
It's 100 to 60%. It's 40% of the Ling's health taken away from that Esmeralda. By that Esmeralda.
It's unpleasant for Lord Hades. And again, just shows how disciplined these two teams are. Look at the kill score, 10 to 13 in about 25 minutes.
Oh man, it is currently late into day number 1. We're getting close to midnight. I mean, in terms of the time,
it's about 20 minutes away.
It's about 20 minutes away by the time we're talking right now.
If game 1 is any indication, then maybe. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. Well, let's just see where this competition goes. Again, both teams are doing great, all right? Early lead for Omega, but Aura, an even greater recovery.
The turnaround, and with this Lord up here, could be a game of chicken.
4th Lord of the game.
Both of them are just going to go for it. The presence of the Ling, the threat of the Ling to split push, the capability of Toshi to hold his own against that Ling.
Or the tendency for greed to make miracles out of situations and steal another Lord. It's possible.
Yep, possible. That's a utility built Valir.
It's whatever Aura needs.
Yeah, it's Ice Queen wand. It's even an Athena shield. A glowing wand.
Brute force. Like, I'll tank if you want me to.
It's a defensive Valir, just hurling fireballs at you.
Like, let him come. I'll deal with it.
Oh man, could be in it again for another long game of chicken here. Divine Glaive picked up here by Courtesy. Everyone at this point, quite some time now, item lock. Question is, what is the last item? Okay, Enchanted Talisman. It's
at the point where Kilowash is also juggling again.
Yeah.
He has to choose the right item, and yeah, by picking up the talisman, he needs cooldown and he needs mana.
Yep.
And of course a little bit of damage as well. So yeah, those demonic forces are going to sting.
He'll also get faster access to the Malefic Terror and the Astaros Eye. Of course, the Astaros Eye can trigger the proc for his ultimate because of that pull. Counts as dash also.
Yes. Crazy. If you're not going to dash, I'm going to make you dash.
Because of how Omega need to position themselves in fights. Toshi, Heath, and Kenji are going to be proccing those a lot. Oh, man.
Mathematically, yeah. So the eye is just icing on the cake for Kilowash here. He's such a role player, by the way. 1-6-4. Not a stellar record by any means, but when he's in a team fight, you know he's in a team fight. Look at down bottom, though. Tempest of Blades already committed.
Oh,
blasts Toshi with those Chaos Bolts.
75 seconds. That's how long Toshi's Esmeralda is going to be gone for. And what is Omega going to do? How are they going to respond with this?
Oh, Benicuti DD. Order of Brilliance to the face into a Winter Truncheon. A little too late for the rest of Aura to come in, so it turns out as a trade. But yeah, so far, I think with both of them out of the equation, Toshi means more. I think Toshi's worth more for Omega.
Yeah. Now, that is going to be Benicuti, roughly 20 seconds behind the spawn compared to Toshi. So Toshi coming back here, and those 20 seconds that he's there while Benicuti is not, could be a game-changing moment.
Could be. Give or take 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
He'll need to take time to come into the fight.
True.
But just the same, man. Omega and Aura know how important that window is. It's again going to be a very tight window that they can try to take advantage of. Now JP walking right through 2 to 3 members of Omega like it's nothing.
Now Omega will try to take away
split into A grab onto Greed. And Lord Hades taking a few hits from Heath. And not much. This is just Omega splitting up Aura just like how Kilowash does.
Yeah.
Taste your own medicine.
Yeah. And they know that they're not going to split so much themselves, but they're going to utilize their minion waves to spread the map, which is what Omega are doing really well right now, forcing Hades down bottom there. And Omega will be able to steal this purple buff away most likely. Oh, but it got reset. They won't be able to.
You know what? Purple buff scales with the number of heroes around it, right? That's literally all of them.
Everyone's fighting for that purple buff, but Toshi not going to try to solo that Lord anymore. Here comes Toshi to join in the fight. Ooh. Of all the mom Mr. Pauls, why that? Things were getting spicy.
Yeah, and
he was there.
If I'm not mistaken, there is a full-on team fight. But here we go. 2, 1, now. Alright, it was actually Heath in the back lines. Alright, blasted out by Lord Hades, who's currently on Darkening. And Kilowash, Demonic Force, going in and out.
Mortality.
And yes, he comes back out here, has a few shields on him.
Oh.
They disengage, just like that. And yeah, they reset.
Not yet the end, but it's big that they were able to force out the immortality from Kilowash. So Kilowash is going to think twice about going for those deep aggressive dives. If he does go for that, Aura have to follow up, or they're going to lose their Phoveus for nothing.
Yep, and again, we are at TikTok timers. Nothing is really for free. Nothing at all. Time is of the essence here. But we are also past the 25-minute mark, so the amount of scaling involved to these deaths take quite a hit as well. So it's a mixed bag here, and the timing again is more than just important. Let's see, all 5 members of Omega jockeying for position here at the Lord Pit.
Yeah, Toshi pulling the Lord all the way to the back of the Lord Pit wall, closer to their side. They back off, they reset because of the threat of the split push.
Yeah, but JP just answers back. If he did not take Lord out of his boundaries, that would have continued. It wouldn't have reset. But yeah, great use of Lord Hades here, of his mobility, forcing an answer from Omega, just pushing in a nice huge wave for Toshi to take down.
Now we are where we started with game number 1. And look at the massive gold lead though by Aura-PH. Again, we are at the point where the gold doesn't matter, but those are opportunities where Aura could get potions.
Yep, it's gotta have come from somewhere. It's 17,000 gold ahead. They are. That means they're taking more minions. They're clearing more jungle creeps. Maybe they have gone for more shutdowns. I'm guessing that's one of the factors here. But just the same, you're right, Reptar. This is what game 1 looked like. It's just a back and forth. It reminds me of a game, it's a folk game here from the Philippines called Pati Demo. Right? Yeah. They're just like, no one's advancing. Why? Because they're putting up guard so well.
Both of them are in the defensive position right now. No one's taking the shot just yet.
You move. No, you move.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're moving.
Or if you wanted to, go the romantic route, you put the phone down. No, you put the phone down.
Yeah. Now I can't get that image out of my head of the members of Omega and Aura both in group calls saying that to each other.
Well, to be fair, Omega is the one who started the whole besties movement. But look at this. Yeah. Heath comes into the bush, triggers the passive, heals up a significant amount. And of course, it was all but a farce unless Kenji here forces the Order of Brilliance, but he's able to go for the grab while Benny Cutie was an orb. And this is breaking out into a full-on team fight. Heath looking low. He's going to enter the bush here, but it's not enough. They pop his immortality. He's going to go down just shortly. Greed slays him. And now Kilowash, Demonic Force, onto 1. Bang. He's catching up. One more time. One more time. You want to dash, boy? You want to dash? And the answer is no. They reset while Lord Hades makes the call. Hey, let's Lord. Maybe not. Let's clear the waves first.
Kilowash unchained saying, I like the way you dash, boy. Oh, man. Omega. Heath getting taken out there is going to be a problem for this Lord Steel. Aura, though, not fully committing, knowing that there is a chance that Omega might just surprise them. Despite it being a 5 versus 4 situation, they have the damage and the Esmeralda and glue to be able to sustain the fight for Omega.
Yeah. Oh, crazy. And I think that was the right call for Aura as well.
Yeah.
Like, they should not have forced a huge objective like Lord with the potential for a steal. Instead, they should just have done this. Yes, reclaim the map, clear up as much as they could and prepare for what comes next so that they have a better go if in case they get to wipe out Omega. But now, I'm wondering if that is going to be the case. We're about 15 seconds away from Heath reviving, that is, respawning on the map. Kenji catches Greed, goes for the split. He might go for the grab onto Greed. Not enough stacks on him. Now Kilowatt coming back in. Lord Hades forced these Tempest Ablaze defensively. Ooh, not a good look. Kenji here, still alive. Uses the flicker and a few hits here. Oh no, Kenji's gonna fall.
Oh, bad news for Omega. Again, Aura cannot fully commit just yet. Members of Aura are forced to go back because the threat of the minion waves being pushed out here by Omega.
Huge.
Something they have to deal with. And now, that's also something Aura has to watch out for. Yes, they have the advantage in terms of the split push, but the potential for Omega to turn it around with a sudden backdoor play is real because of the fact that if Lord Hades is not split pushing a lane, since they don't have any minion waves, naturally the minion waves of Omega will be able to push deeper because the minion waves are much bigger on the side of Omega.
They're more nurtured.
Yeah, they're more nurtured.
They're healthier.
Yeah,
stronger, better, not faster, but yes.
Yeah.
Looking at the current situation, I agree. Aura has to balance like 2 or 3 different responsibilities, so that's why they can't take Lord so quickly. But best believe if it was Omega taking these shutdowns, getting these pickoffs, they would so quickly go for Lord.
Yep. Now Aura, fight for the Lord here could break out. The positioning is there. Aura's going for it.
And
how will Omega respond?
Looking from the back lines, Heath looking for a nice engagement. Oh, and yeah, even without popping the Demonic Force, Aura is splitting up Omega. And wow, even after so much. Oh, off camera. Heath taken down. That's 2 down for the side of Omega. This might actually be a Lord skewered by Aura PH.
Hajizi cannot get close. Toshi doing his absolute best to split it. Hajizi though, have a Desonata.
Hajizi.
Like, oh, bursted!
Charge plus the Benny QTDD finishing off the Granger and Toshi versus JP. Toshi versus JP. Benny Q
damage
gonna help secure this Lord. And I do believe they're playing between different priorities. Toshi just taken down by Lord Hades. And finally, the Lord here. Oh, Curtizi. He has bad plans. Curtizi. Oh! That's it. Lord Hades finally secures the Lord. Just all the efforts by Omega. Very well placed. And now there's better chance for Aura PH here to make a comeback.
Omega, the Lord marching down the top lane. 23 until Heath comes back. 50 and going for Toshi. 40 and going for Hajizi. Can they hold on? Can they pull off the defense of a lifetime to keep their upper bracket dream alive?
Reptar, 2 members are out for about 30 seconds. Heath coming back in 5. Greed and Benecutie looking low. It's gonna result in at least 2 lanes penetrated, at least minimum for Aura, maybe even a finish if they play this right.
Oh, JP with a wild charge.
Let's see, Curtizi already uses the flicker into the back line, and Kenji has to flicker out as well. Kilowatt splits him up.
Lord's still up.
Just as soon as he regenerates, as he responds, he gets taken down. And ladies and gentlemen,
Aura PH advance. Their upper bracket journey continues. And Omega get knocked down to the lower bracket.
This winning moment is brought to you by Head and Shoulders.